Forge gang. I'm still a hard man. Let's go. All right. How are you all doing? I'll go ahead and change this. There's Rick Perry in the chat. How are you doing, Rick Perry? I was just reading your stuff on your Facebook. Your DMs on Facebook. So you say that you're dealing with a local leftist. Or like a local leftist or something. Yeah, Rick Perry says, hard man, let's go. I am a hard man. Rick Perry says, good. Awesome. I hope you're doing all right, man. Dot, dot, dot. Yeah, there's been a lot of leftist stuff going on in this country too, Rick Perry. There was earlier this year, like some people were pouring gasoline on themselves and burning themselves alive with gasoline in front of the Israeli embassy, complaining about the Israeli occupation of Palestine, specifically the West Bank and Gaza. So there is some leftist agitation about Israel and stuff. You said you were talking to a leftist, a Republican or someone that doesn't agree about the trans agenda or something, and you said that they had to attend an LGBTQ class course, like Shaggy had to. And he refused, and that's why he lost his job, or something like that. But yeah, I noticed you were talking about that. I mean, I don't know too much about that. But anyways. Yeah, it's just a fake continuum of broader spectrum politics. In reality, the politicians sold out to corporations, and what they did is that corporations will give them millions of dollars, certain amount of money, if they support like gay rights and minorities and stuff, and don't question the status quo of capitalism. And so yeah, the left in that regard cucked on the capitalist issue, and the right cucked in regards to like corporate takeover and corporate control, and talking about the small government details while letting corporations run things, whereas the left cucked to big capitalist company overhaul in regards to like going for so-called liberal progressive views. So yeah, this has been going on for a pretty long time anyways. This has been going on for quite some time. But yeah, it's been going on for too long. Yeah, shenanigans of this society. Anyways, how are you guys doing? No, I'm not a political channel. Tamarin, I am not a political channel. I just talk about whatever I want, basically. Yeah, how are you guys doing anyways? Yeah, I've just been, kind of doing okay. I was reading some of your comments about the guy that you were talking to about Reformed Stoic. I honestly wouldn't watch anything that guy does at this point. It's not really that important anymore, in the grand scheme of things. I think that Stoic was being ironic about the Kamala Harris thing. Stoic's problem is he listens too much to 4chan.
Hey, why don't you ever go outside, little chuddy? I do go outside. In fact, I think I'll go for a walk, right?
Yeah, that's just childish. So, let's see here. Tamarian Dezusitiev. I thought that Russians were banned from YouTube. Not that I have an opinion either way about it. What the fuck? Tamarian Dezusiev says, this is a political channel? No. I'm not a political channel. Rick Perry says, there's no such thing as get woke, go broke. All the failing entertainment industries get propped up by the likes of BlackRock, etc. They don't need to have a viable business model as main propagandists. Well, they've got so much billions of dollars from decades of being involved in the popular media industry. That's why Disney never goes broke. Because they have older stuff that they have on the Disney Channel, and decades or years worth of dividends and stuff from production and everything. You know, a bunch of blockbuster failures is not going to hurt them. They are a literal, they can just get multi-billion-dollar investments just by simply having a television channel, being a recognized decades-long pop culture thing. They've got decades of assortments of millions of dollars, okay? It's not like Paramount. Paramount is a peripheral movie studio that has not done any bit of good for decades. Like, they're the kind of companies or studios that struggle. Disney can pop out millions of dollars, even from things like Inside and Out 2. Like, Inside and Out 2 did relatively well at the box office. And they've got The Acolyte, The Mandalorian has been pretty successful. They don't care. Businesses don't really care. They don't need to have a positive model. This is not the 1950s. Like, they don't care. Rick Perry says, since Stoic has removed himself from God's grace, a movement of the will away from the good, he's increasingly retreating inwardly and his madness is becoming distilled. Well, I mean, he's never read the patristics, right? He's not really good at his understanding of religion, and he's not good at understanding, like, the modalities. Understanding the proper modalities of his theocratical thinking. Stoic just thinks that if he prays enough and goes to church and takes the sacraments, then he's going to be a good Christian, regardless of what his state of mind is, regardless of what he says or does on YouTube. He just does it for validation. He's a guy that wants validation. He wants to feel good. He wants people to think positively about him. And he's going to project and do things in the way of precisely getting that validation. I don't know if I would even argue that Stoic was even under God's grace to begin with. He's always been like that. Rick Perry says that Stoic satire is quite good. However, I question its direction. It's aimless. Yeah, I think he was only being ironic about the whole Chud Bud and Kamala Harris stuff. I I don't think Kamala Harris is going to get it. I think the establishment is aiming for Trump, but they just want to make it look like it's a real race for who's going to get into the White House or the Oval Office. You know, they don't want it to look like, you know, the complete autistic meltdown that Hillary Clinton had. You know, they just want it to look viable to get Trump in there. It's clearly going to go to Trump. Because he's pro-Israel and he's pro-establishment, and Trump is not going to do things to challenge the status quo. Rick Perry says, I think Stoic aligns himself with whatever ideology that personally suits him, rather than what's actually true. I think that at one point, Reformed Stoic was fighting for the truth a long time ago. I do think that he was, like, trying to be consistent, but he's not anymore. And he hasn't been for a long time. I think he caved into IP2 network. Like, he basically gave in and became what IP2 wanted him to be. He gave in to what people like German Andy want him to be. You know, that's why I walked away from Drunken Surfer and those retards. That's why I'm never going to be friends with them, because they want me to be the sort of person that Stoic is right now. And I'm not having it. I'm never going to do that. I'm just not interested in that fed op shit. Like, I'm not going to become a Fed jacket. Like, if they want a Fed jacket and stuff, then that's their own problem. Yeah, like, right now, he's a Gnostic, and in a few months, he'll probably be something else. Lost Soul says, Forge Gang! Rick Perry says, yes. He used to value truth. There is still time for him to make a prodigal return. I don't think that he strayed that far away, but he's not going to concede to anything that he believes, at least not in the immediate future. I don't see much hope for him. Rick Perry says, Heart man! I am a very heart man, all right. And this is a chat that is full of real Forge Gang bangers. Little Shimmy, the top wigger in the far east, going to make it splend. Going to make it splend. Little Shimmy in the far east, going to make it on the high end. Let's be getting it goes. But yeah, I don't think that Stoic is going to come around ever. Yes, there's always hope, but I don't see it happening. I see that Southern Israelite is back, and he hasn't changed one single bit. He's doing exactly the same thing that he always does. Lost Soul says, tap the screen 2 times and click the sub button, or you gay. That's right. If you don't like and subscribe, you're probably a Mormon Shaggy watcher. Only people that like Mormon Shaggy unsub or unlike my streams. But that's right, man. Let's see here. Jay Dyer is just talking about the same stuff he talks about. Oh, by the way, I heard the news about Jim having spinal surgery. I'm sorry to hear the news about that. I don't know what's going on. It looks like he's back to making videos. But I heard that Jim is going to have spinal surgery or something. It's on his tabs. I don't really follow Jim that much or pay attention to what he does, but it looks like his pain is gotten really bad. And yes, if you can, please pray for Jim. He's having lower back issues and he's going to go into surgery or something at some point. And I guess it would be nice to pray about it. You know, pray for Jim if you can. It looks like he's not doing too good. With he's got some back problems. He's just not doing too good. I know that Jim is not really a sector personality. He's more of doing his own thing. But yeah, please do pray for him. Total Jenny Death, how are you doing? Total Jenny Death says, Heart! Rick Perry has the sign of the cross. The name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Rick Perry says, he's young. He'll heal okay. Yeah, dude. Could you imagine being like 50 and having to go through that? It would take a lot longer for a 50-year-old person to recover from that. But yeah, how are you guys doing? What's up, Total Jenny Death? What's up, bro? How are you doing there, man? Yeah, how are you doing, Total Jenny Death? Yeah, I am just on here for a while to talk and chat. What's his face? Soybachu. It looks like somebody. Soybachu is going through a pity party right now in Discord and accusing every single person about getting his main ult banned or something. And yeah, he's all flipping out about that right now. And I told him multiple times that I did not freaking report your fucking channel. You're a cringe person, Soybachu. Nobody likes you. You've made a lot of enemies, and so someone probably reported you on some obscure server or something, and you know, even if that is true, because his main channel is still up. But yeah, Soybachu is raging on about stuff. Yeah, Soybachu is mad as a fuck right now. He's just coping. And he's claiming that he's won. Yeah, way to go, champ. You won so well, man. Anyways, the title of the stream is Queen of Karma. Looking for Queen of Karma's feet pics. I am trying to find Queen of Karma's feet pics. And of course, it's a complete and absolute joke. Don't take it too seriously. It's just a freaking joke. But yeah, I am trying to find Queen of Karma's feet pics. And I just now noticed that I misspelled it. Hold on a second. Yes, I am trying to find Queen of Karma's feet pics right now. That's the primary topic of this stream. We're trying to find Queen of Karma's feet pics while Soybachu is busy spurging out over whatever it is that he does. I don't know. He's a Zoomer, and I don't follow Zoomers. So yeah. All right, I fixed the typo. Yeah, I'm trying to find Queen of Karma's feet pics. Will you help me? Search 4chan for Queen of Karma's foot pics. Just playing some Monster Hunter at the Forge. Is that what 3-4 is doing? Let's see here. Lost Soul says, the lore. Yes. Stick with me, champ, and I will teach you the lore of the Forge. Total Jenny Def says, Ask Pac-Man, LOL. Lost Soul says, Pace. Yeah, notice that those faggots, Esoteric Anonism and ZXV aren't around. Yeah, those guys just basically pedo jacket for Shaggy and Axel. Or I don't know, Shaggy and Axel had a falling out. And I guess ZXV and Esoteric Anonism went over to their side. For some reason. But yes, I want to find Queen of Karma's feet pics. That is the topic of today's stream. Chat, can you help me find some of Queen of Karma's feet pics? Can you help me find her feet pics that I might be able to fap off to them? That is the goal. Let's see here. Lost Soul, do all white USA Gen Zs have the same voice? LOL. I don't know, dude. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about Nick Fuentes, then yeah, basically so. Soybachu's British, though. He's not American, but, yeah, I've never understood Zoomers. I've never really understood Zoomers myself. Total Jenny Def that Sirius Pack will have every foot pick ever taken. Is that one of Cool Tactics ults or something? Alright, well, yes, I am trying to find Queen of Karma's foot pics. That is the goal of the stream. We gotta find those foot pics. Gotta find those foot pics. Lost Soul says we need to smell the pics. Yes, we very much do. We must find those foot pics. Help little Shimmy find those foot pricks. Oh yes. We must find the feet pics. We must smell them. We must engage them and find the euphemia in them. Total Jenny Death, he's one of Nicolo's friends as far as I know. Okay, yeah, I don't think that he's on, I don't think he's even on Discord. I don't have the means to, get in touch with him. Is it just one of Cool Tactics ults or something? Oh, dude. Everything just went to shit. Everything just, is trash. Like, everything is just basically trash, and I just seldom find anything that's really funny, basically. Alright, who the heck is this Bill Nye? Is that Sobachu? Nah, just some Boko Haram shit I found on Pole at the time. Didn't realize it was a kid and not just an emaciated, but fully grown before it was too late. And here we are with Wombulance Hammer crying over it still to this day, 'cause it's all that got. All is fair in love and war, I guess, so maybe I should start spamming that Warhammer is a PDF too, huh? Not like that will ever learn the easy way anyway. If he wants hard, sober rape, he can get it, but now my main account is reported and banned. I'd say my work here is done. Dude, that is just basically admitting that you're taking the L. Sobachu. So it looks like Sobachu is done. He's probably just gonna go over and join sides with the forces of darkness, like the the Dark Ninja! Oh, dude, that guy is so cringe. That Dark Ninja guy is one of the most cringiest guys I've ever seen, ever. Such an absolute cringe lord. Alright, let's see here. Total Jenny Depp says, no, Pack is a Queen A-Log. Oh yeah, I do sort of remember Sirius Pack. Niccolo doesn't like him anymore. I don't think that Niccolo actually talks or corresponds with Sirius Pack. Lost Soul says, Duo, don't access these emojis. Best don't access these emojis. And he's got a hand and a pear or something. I don't know. Are you talking about finger fucking or something? I don't get it. Let's see here. Yeah, so anyways, fucking idiot Queen of Outliers is on Discord, spurging out still. Queen of Outliers is, he pops up every so often. And he makes like a bunch of BS accusations and then leaves. What a butthurt bitch, bro. Yeah, what a butthurt bitch. Anyways, yeah, Stoic, sorry about that. Yeah, dude, Stoic is, he's just in it for vanity. It's all about vanity with some of these people. Soybachu was like making some fucking weird joke about hemorrhoids. I don't even know what the butt of that joke is. Something about hemorrhoids or something. It's so retarded. Yeah, it's just retarded, dude. Total Jenny Depp says, Wrinkles, get down! Total Jenny Depp says, nah, Stoic needs help, IMAO. I don't really know what his deal is. Like, nigga's got some real serious brain damage. Oh, dude, he's just brain damaged. Lost Soul says stoichiometry, or stoichiometry. I'm talking about a YouTuber. Rick Perry says that Stoic's primary concern in every church he attended was the availability of women. God was an afterthought. So basically, he just wanted to get wet. He wanted to get his dick wet. Huh? Oh, man. So basically, Stoic just wanted to get his dick wet. Ha 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 ha. What a loser, dude. Ah, dude, what a loser. Lost Soul, how do these people write their names? I don't know. Like how when you set up your Google account and join YouTube with your Google Gmail account, the same way. It's the same for everyone. Total Johnny Depp says he's just lonely. I'm so lonely. I need attention. I need validation. Lots of validation. Lonely has misanthropy. Yeah, dude, I mean... I don't think he's that lonely. I mean, dude, he's got 28,000 subs, and he's still freaking lonely. The best drummer in the entire state of Alaska, right? And he's still lonely, dude. What a narcissist, bro. What a total narcissist. Lost Soul says, winning singer. Oh, I'm not even trying to sing, dude. I'm just, being funny. Okay, so he's got 24K subs, and he's still lonely, dude. Man. Talk about being at the top and still being a loser. That's worse than being a loser that never got any clout. Total Johnny Depp, he's for sure a narcissist, or a narc for short. Oh, he very much is. I mean, I've seen worse, but yeah, he really does take the tip. He does take the cake on being a narcissist. Yeah, what do you guys I'm not a flat earther, but what do you guys think about the flat earth? What do you guys think about the whole flat earth thing? Do you think it's a government psyop that's just basically being used to discredit any kind of true oppositional forces or whatnot? Or what? Or do you think that there might be some a bit of truth in it? Because the SSPX thinks that not all of them, but a small group of them will say that the sun revolves around the earth. So I mean, it's just a very small fringe group of people that believe that. But I found that to be interesting. Total Johnny Depp says, I think Earth is spherical. Yeah, I mean, it seems that most of the evidence tends to show that, but it just seems that the government has lied constantly in regards to that. Why have they lied so much about this kind of stuff? I mean, why in the world has the government tried to cover up Why is it they don't allow airplanes to fly over the Arctic or Alaska? So basically over the poles. I'm going to pull my audio up a little bit here. So yeah, why is it that they have banned civilian flights over the poles? Is basically what I was trying to say. There we go. I got the mute on. Lost Soul says, Flat Earth doesn't exist because if it did, Agartha wouldn't exist. What is Agartha? Is that like some kind of, lost continent or something? Because, Atlantis is mentioned in the myth of the 20th century, right? Okay, I gotta put my, So yeah, the basic thing is that, they talk about, like, Agartha. I don't even think that that's mentioned in Myth of the 20th Century by Alfred Rosenberg. Total Janny Death. There are plenty of reasons to ban flight in certain areas. The Earth being flat be weighed down on the list of most likely reasons. Well, it's still very bizarre that there's these military NASA documents that talk about how they found a horizontally shaped and, what is it called, non-mobile Earth. Is it disinformation in the Cold War or for fighting in the Cold War? Or is there some other kind of motive? It's just very bizarre. I find it very odd. Lost Soul, Agartha is the Earth below. It is kind of like a planet inside Earth. But you need to look it up to understand. I know what it is. You're basically saying the Hollow Earth. I don't think the Hollow Earth is really a thing, Lost Soul. I just find it rather odd that there's all these kind of weird things going on in society. It's just bizarre. Yeah, it's just totally bizarre in regards to Agartha and stuff. Rick Perry says that Agartha is Masonic theosophical misinformation. Yeah, there you go. There you go, bro. It's bullshit. It's just something made up in the 19th century. Lost Soul. Total Janny Depp says, well, think about what ice caps hide under them. Just in case any discoveries are amazing, it can be locked down or something, I don't know. I think that there is a lot of misinformation that the American deep state and most of the other governments of the earth have been trying to hide from the public in regards to Antarctica, the poles, what is underneath the pole caps, and what's actually going on in deep space. I think that there's a lot of cover-up in regards to some UFO sightings, so-called declassified UFO sightings, and I think anybody that tries to deny this is only fooling themselves. Okay. Bill Cooper said that there was already bases on Mars, for example. Now, I don't know if he was telling the truth. He was a director in naval intelligence. This was like back a long time ago in the 70s, but Bill Cooper claimed that they had had proof of flying saucers and UFOs. I'm not saying that I agree with everything that he said. Lost Soul, the poles have the portals to Agartha. I don't think the Earth is hollow. Marx the Noob says dead air. You know, I find it ironic that for an atheist commie like yourself, you have a picture of Zelda with the cross on his shield. I just find that to be most hilarious. Rick Perry says Theosophy. Yeah, well, I mean, theories about the hollow and flat Earth have existed before Theosophy was even a thing. I don't even know anything about Agartha or any of that, but it's just bizarre how all these things have been hidden from the mainstream public view. You know, you've got people like Drunken Surfer who come on and try to steer attention away whenever I try to talk about credible, interesting things like what Bill Cooper used to discuss on Mystery Babylon. And he'll try to talk about, like, he'll try to Fed post. He'll Fed post about minorities or Fed post about other cringe stuff. Because that guy's an idiot. And he sent his outlines to King of Pole. These guys will not even touch me. Like, none of these guys on King of Pole, Galdi, Galdophilia, Euros, Kino Corner, none of these guys will ever talk about or mess with me because they don't want to deal with anything that I have to say. It's just too much. It's too controversial. It's too much diving into the truth, you know? So they're going to say schizophrenia or some other cringe-ass thing without providing any shred of medical documentation or any kind of logical deductive reasoning to prove their point. Like, I own these fucks. I own the sons of bitches. They take the L all the way to hell. The paid piper. It's time to pay the Pied Piper. Who's going to pay the Pied Piper, buddy? It's not going to be Drunken Surfer. He ain't paying for the Pied Piper. Lost Soul says, I heard a myth one time that gravity doesn't exist. So, the current thing now of what they're trying to say is they're trying to say that quantum particles, when they are propelled or they go in a certain way, react to and cause gravitational flows. And they're trying to say that gravitational flows are now related to quantum space expansion in the time and space continuum. Used to, they would say that gravity was one of the standard model forces with weak nuclear force, strong nuclear force, and electromagnetic force, and they've now changed it and stuff. It's just weird. Lost Soul says, same as the atmosphere. I think that oxygen is real, and you're inhaling oxygen right now. Let's see here. But yeah, basically, you need to be in Christ's grace. You must be in the grace of Jesus Christ to understand the truth of things, of where things are going on. Total Janny Death, gravity is no longer called a force. As I understand it now, it's the plane upon which time bends. I think that is what some quantum scientists are calling it. I don't think that every scientist necessarily agrees with that point. But there is debate in the scientific community about the nature of gravity and how it happens. So, nobody has all the answers to all these things, but yeah. I am still a hard man. And this is a chat and a stream only for hard men of the Forge. Women are allowed too. I'm not saying that women cannot be here. Women are also welcomed. Women are absolutely welcome to not be estranged. Total Jenny Def says, hard. There you go. Say it loud. Say it proud. With the Forge. So anyways, yeah, I was watching some of Nicolo's streams some time ago. Nicolo was playing Elden Ring. This was several fucking days ago. I mean, this is not recent, but yeah. So, now in, what is it, Call of Duty, they've got this, black female celebrity, and she is the head character of some new Call of Duty game. I think that just fully typifies the entire, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, the whole, whatever Xbox system is in Gen 5. I mean, Gen 9 games, it's just so boring, dude. I don't even pay attention or even bother to look into that shit. All it is that men are bad, women are inherently good, women have never done any single thing wrong, women are always good-natured, therefore women need to be exonerated and put up on a pedestal and just basically worshipped. And whatever a man can do, a woman can probably do better. And that's all I ever see on this, any of these, in this current generation of games and stuff. Total Jenny Death, I screamed, I am a hard man at my boss and I got a raise. Well, there you go. Screaming as loud as you can that you're a hard man is always going to pay off. It'll bring the rewards. Lost Soul, I've heard that gravity needs dark matter to work. And because dark matter isn't proven, then gravity is false as well. But I don't believe that. Alright, so there's a claim by some astronomers that dark matter is what holds the galaxies together. And Lost Soul, that only works on on a galactic scale. Or like a very large material scale. So they have done quantified tests and stuff about all the matter and energy that could have come out of the Big Bang. And they say that all the matter and stuff in the universe that was a result of the Big Bang is not enough to hold the galaxies together. So they came up with an idea about dark energy and dark matter has a way to justify how the galaxies are held together. So I think that's probably what you're looking at, but gravity has nothing to do with dark matter. Dark matter is something completely different. Gravity was considered to be a force on the standard model, the standard physics model. Now it's being more so considered to be something in relation to the time and space continuum. Lost Soul says, I don't know. I mean, none of us here are scientists. And we're not talking about science. We're just shitposting. We're just a bunch of nobodies just kind of talking and just basically saying whatever is on our mind. It doesn't have to be... It's not anything to do with like a pure logical modality. Lawsill says he is a hard man. Rick Perry says hard. Lawsill says new games are only good if they are made by a small community. I actually would agree with that. most of these major studios that are like doing these cringe games, they started off very small and had very small teams, and that's when they were making some of the best games at the time. Nintendo still does that. Nintendo will have like a Mario development team, and it will have a Zelda development team. It'll have a squid shooting game development team, whatever it's called. And they'll work in small groups and stuff, and they'll bring in people and managers as is necessary in the different development stages or stages of development and advertisement. And that's why Nintendo still largely works on a whole. But that's not the only problem. Like, you can have a large team of game designers and programmers and still have a successful game. It's just that now it's just so woke. It's become so fucking woke and so fucking mediocre that it's just practically pointless. Another thing as well, everything is going to Steam and to PC. Most people don't really want to buy the different console games when they can just get it on PC. And so the console gaming trend is just, people are getting tired of it. But also, it's just because of the popularity of mobile games. People would just rather play games on their phone or on the PC or laptop or something. And it's just console gaming is on the way out. It hasn't really changed its model in 20 years, and it's just on the way out. Total Jenny Death, it is American Games, TBH. Capcom and FromSoft still put out great games. Well, that's good. I haven't really looked into those studios or what they do. Blizzard is probably one of the worst offenders in this regard. Blizzard, they're the ones behind the World of Warcraft, and they're just doing shit. Rick Perry says, Soryuken! That's from Street Fighter, by the way. If you don't recognize that Zoomer, because you're probably a Zoomer, that is from Street Fighter. And that game is more badass than your Fortnite shit. All right. Yeah, I'm just so bored with YouTube. It's just so stupid. Personally, I think Odyssey has better options. Like, I think Odyssey has better content than YouTube. I think Odyssey.com has better and more original content than YouTube. And Ghost of Niccolo is not here now, but I like It's a Gundam. Okay, I'm not going to fault It's a Gundam because of the Shenmue stuff. I don't even play the Shenmue games, but It's a Gundam sounds rather based. He talks about pretty good stuff for what it's worth, and I like his stuff. I kind of like It's a Gundam. You know, I kind of feel that oh fuck, dude. I kind of feel that right now we're in a transition with culture. The last major culture shift was around 2012. 2014, 2012, that was the last major cultural shift. That was around the time that Gamergate took off. And I think right now we're going through another soft cultural shift. You could call it Gamergate 2.0 if you want to, but yeah, it's like they're backing down on the woke stuff. For one thing, the wokeology shit is being finally shut off, but it looks like AI is going to really take off, and AI is just going to be the next big thing. 5 years from now, most movies and games are going to be produced by AI, and all the restaurants are going to be automated. Like, most of the major retail and the major stuff is just going to be completely automated. Rick Perry says, Shinku Tatsumaki Simku Kayuku. I didn't know that you were a weeb, Rick Perry. Lost Soul says, it is a money problem, loot boxes, battle pass, useless collabs, woke, that's it, in my opinion. Yeah, that's basically modern gaming in a nutshell, Soulbreaker. That was basically the whole thing with this, what was it called? Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact and games like it, were responsible for a lot of that stuff around 2020, and around 2020 with the COVID-19 stuff, really produced all of that stuff, Genshin Impact and all of that. Let's see here. Total Janny Def says, Gundam is a DSPA log. I know, but he's the only guy that actually talks a lot consistently about current year trends. Ghost of Niccolo just plays games, okay? Ghost of Niccolo just talks about stuff from 50 years ago and plays video games, and like he doesn't really talk about current year stuff, so I'm just saying. It's a Gundam is kind of perennial in that regard. Total Janny Depp says, Gamergate! Gamers, rise up! Let's go! Rick Perry says, global managerial technocracy, post-liberalism. Yeah, the liberal conundrum is over with. Like, the whole political liberal stuff and the whole political activism and progressive stuff, that's gone. Now it's just going to be a complete managerial automational technocracy, smart cities, full automation, etc. Total Janny Depp says, of course he is, LOL. Are you talking about It's a Gundam? Rick Perry says, just like Vader, I'm more machine now than man. Well, we're pretty much going to all be more machine than man. Which is actually a corruption of God's creation, if you think about it. It's actually a corruption and a perversion of that. Oh, you're talking about Rick Perry being a weeaboo or a weeb. I think we're all weebs around here, to be honest. Japan just makes better stuff. Japan just makes better things than the West at this point, and you don't actually have to be a weeb to be honest about it. Rick Perry says, living in the past is not a bad thing. No, it's not. Lost Soul, AI is 50% good and 50% bad to the extreme. It's kind of like cloning in the 1990s or like television in the 1950s. It's a new and very controversial thing, and it's going to be for a long time. Rick Perry says they live in the past, whose future have not. Rick Perry. That's a very perennialist thing to say, but yeah, I'd rather live in the past than like worry about the present shit, because everything that I see that was like made from 2018 and on just feels so Zoomer. I get Zoomer vibes from looking at modern entertainment and stuff, and it turns me away. I'm not interested in looking at what Zoomers are into. Total Janny Depp says, talking about Rick being a weeb. I was a weeb when I was younger. Not real, though. Just liked anime and stuff. Yeah, nobody, like... I don't really think that nobody here is that much of a hard-committed weeb. Lost Soul, I don't watch Ching Chong cartoons. That's actually funny. You made me laugh, Lost Soul. Rick Perry says, it's not a perennialist sentiment, more conservative, if anything. Well, maybe it's not. Total Janny Def, the worst part is all the ads are made by millennials trying to copy Zoomer humor, and it's so cringe. Yeah, dude, I don't know why anybody would try to make an appeal to the freaking Zoomers. All Zoomers are Coomers, okay? That's the only Zoomer humor that I need to get, is that all Zoomers are Coomers and Doomers. And it's just a plastic culture. It's a plastic rap culture. The Zoomers are just plastic raps, and, like, they don't have a real culture. I don't know why anybody would try to appeal to that. But I don't know. I hate ads anyways. Millennials are bad with humor too. You have to keep in mind, millennials are kind of really just a bunch of speds. And Zoomers are a bunch of, like, plastic raps. Lost Soul says, I can confirm. Well, there you go. So, what is the latest shit with, the Council of Evil? Did the Council break up? Did the Council just break up or what? Total Janny Death, millennials used to make banger ads by comparison, like the Gecko Caveman and stuff. Oh yeah, dude, that shit was funny back in the day. The Geico Caveman, oh dude, that was pretty hilarious. And I'm not a caveman. I am not primeval. You know, that is Stoic right there. Stoic is the Geico Caveman. Reformed Stoic is the Geico Caveman, dude. Lost Soul, ads nowadays are brain rot. I would say that all entertainment nowadays is brain rot. And it has been for a very long time. Like, really since the beginning of the millennium. The 21st century has not been a good time for pop culture entertainment like. The 1990s was the last time that there was a real culture, that there was real euphoria for anything. And it died after 9/11 happened. Total Jenny Def says, LOL, stoic, no! The truth revealed. Even corn ads are better than 2024 ads. The West has fallen. Oh, the West fell a long time ago. It's a lost soul. The West fell a long time ago, but the Western civilization has gone through cyclical rise and falls. Right now, it is definitely, since the 1960s for sure, has been going through a perennial fall right now. I think it's actually almost over, to tell you the truth. The cultural swing is going to the right. That isn't to say that the right is mainstream, not by far. But the cultural paradigm is going back the other way. So the perennial rot is almost over. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. In 1933, something had happened, but it failed. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the Nat Sox. Yeah, I mean, I guess from a geopolitical and international perspective, the Nat Sox were the last to try and seriously actually try to have an ethno-based culture, or like an ethnocentric state. I don't think it was ever going to work either way. But the perennial fallout began in the 1960s, Lost Soul. Total Jenny Depp says it's not right enough. Well, things are going to go in doses. The change in the paradigm shift happens in doses. You can't just wake up everybody in one foul swoop. There's gonna have to be development, and there's got to be a planned stage in a way that this stuff happens. But, yep. Yeah! Moron Shaglet. Other than that retarded, toxic, that drugged up, meth-smoking, toxic angel stream, where Shaggy sounded like he was drugged up, I have not seen absolutely nothing about Moron Shaglet. No idea as to what that dumbass is getting up to. Total Janny Death, there are things that right-wing will never go back on. It's all libertarian appeasing nonsense. It's purposely done to conceit more and more to the left. That's basically what the right wing does. It concedes more and more to the left. And it's a setup, dude. It's a complete and total setup. Yeah, Moron Shaglet has not posted nothing. That guy can be so funny when he's angry. Whenever that idiot is angry, it's just so hilarious, but otherwise, he's boring to watch. I've been trying to look for the retard corner. The guy that calls himself the Kino Corner, but he's in fact the retard corner, and I can't find his videos. The traditional right wing is not the same as the libertarian right Total Jenny Death. Lost Soul says Breaking Bad. That was actually a pretty decent television series. Lost Soul. Rick Perry, the forward momentum is just going to provide a Fabian synthesis between the right and left. The hybrid political chimera of international capitalism and socialism. International, both elite creation. Yeah, the new paradigm is going to be the capitalism of the United States and the state-centered socialism of the European Union and China. China will just take the place of Russia in terms of being authoritarian socialist. The Euros are going to be propped up as more and more as an alternative to the declining Pax Americana. The Pax Americana is on the way out. And these different Asian countries are going to take its place. Africa is developing really fast as well. And Africa right now is the center of a major market modernization and opening up. And like, a lot of corporations are actually going to Africa and opening up shop there in Africa. So like Africa is going through what China went through 20 years ago. Rick Perry says S. Lost Soul, right and left doesn't exist anymore. They all became shit. That they most definitely did, Lost Soul. That they definitely have done. It's all a lie, it's all a chimera to hide the truth of what's really going on. Rick Perry says a Shagster seething session is meant. Oh, it really is, because his stream throwing out the trash, that was so hilarious. Taking out the trash, that was so hilarious, dude. He was so mad and so angry, but Shaggy has left. However, there's a new guy that is going to probably take his place. And his name is Soberman. Soberman got his debut on Ghost of Nikolaos stream. And he says that he's going to be opening up a YouTube channel. And man, maybe he'll be the new Shaggy. Maybe Soberman will bring the kino. Soberman will bring the kino. Autistic Neat Gaming. What is up, Autistic Neat Gaming? Why do you hate the Kino Corner? Because that guy is just, all he ever does is just watch other people's content and gives absolute garbage reviews about it. And it's just really boring. Total Jenny Death, I disagree. Modern conservatism only seeks to not ruffle feathers, just like libertarians. All about individualism. Yeah, dude. I don't like either the libertarians or the state socialists. All they do is they both concede and never question monopolies and stuff. But yeah, it's just total absolute garbage. Libertarians don't answer nothing. All they ever do is talk about, oh, small government will save us, small government will save us. It's just a bunch of fucking stupid boomers, dude, and they're garbage, bro. Absolute shitfest. Libertarianism is a dumpster fire. Rick Perry says exactly, a hybrid chimera, uniparty. Yeah, dude, the Republicans and Democrats are the same freaking party. Basically corporate capitalism for the 1% and communitarianism for the 98%. Yeah, I am looking forward to Soberman streams. Soberman is going to take the place of Moron Shaglet. And he is going to provide us the Kino! Kino! Rick Perry says Monopoly. Total Jenny Depp says yes, Soberman streams. Rick Perry says PPP bullying DBDR was low. Folk are always punching down these days. It is a toxic culture. I'll have to figure out who DBDR is. I think I know who that is. Yeah, used to, PPP would go after the bigger guys. The bigger streamers like the Ralphaminch. The based Ralphaminch himself. But now he just talks about, like, underdogs. PPP is just looking for validation. He wants to be like Ethan Ralph. He'll never be like Ethan Ralph. He knows this, but he wants to be that. Code of Truth, how are you doing, bro? Forge Gang! Kino confirmed. Rick Perry says, Kino streams. Lost Soul says, hard. Rick Perry says, hard. Total Jenny Death says, hard. Rick Perry says, harder. Total Jenny Death. DBDR went DFE. He's gone since he got face doxed. Yeah, I don't watch the retard, the Down syndrome. Yeah, I mean, I don't watch the Down syndrome casino streams. Or the Downs casino streams. People like to call it the Kino Casino. I call it the Downs Casino. So I don't really follow the Downs Casino. Rick Perry says, living in his car now, poor ginger guy. Well, isn't that sad, man? Maybe he's just trying to, like, get sympathy. Maybe he's just trying to get sympathy like Boogie. Trying to get other people's sympathy. Total Jenny Def, Loser Maxer is a way better BP target anyway, LOL. He is truly a fake cell. Aw, dude, that guy is all bark and no bite. I've seen some of his stuff. He's almost as bad as the Thorpes. Say, didn't Jim Maxer, didn't he try to get on with the Thorpes or something? Or wasn't Maxer in with the Thorpes? Rick Perry says, Fed confirmed. I'm seriously starting to think that Stoic might be a Fed. Total Jenny Death. I watched DBDR before KC ever found him, lol. I watched some Black Pill stuff. Yeah, I like Black Pill stuff too, but if you watch too much of it, Jenny Death, it's just going to kill you, bro. It's going to kill you on the inside. Don't get too black-pilled about this stuff. LOL, Rick. Okay, LOL, Rick, yeah. Loser Maxer is a Fed 100%. Oh, doubtlessly, dude. He's also a Zionist. I'll say that much. Maxer is a Zionist. Let's see here. Rick Perry does the rock sign. The Metallica hand sign. Total Jenny Def, did you hear him talk about his tiny skull? No, I haven't, Total Jenny Def. Rick Perry says, yeah, Pinhead. Lost Soul, living in a car or living in an apartment in New York? I think they said that he's living in his car right now. Stoic would love to sell out. Just nobody wants him. Yeah, sadly, I think a lot of people are like that. Rick Perry says, I like Western decline and collective dismail. I don't know very much about those guys. Are they sort of new faces in the sector? Are they relatively newcomers in the sectard? Marcus Butner says, please shout out to Fuck Her Hard Man, bro! Fuck her like a hard man, bro. There you go. Anyways, I'll look at anything else besides Soberman spurging or whatever. I don't care what Soberman is talking about right now. He bores the shit out of me. Soberman's just coping, bro. I'll look at anything right now besides Soberman spurg out. Let's see here. Total Janny Def says the black pill sphere has lots of DBR-DR clones that are fake sales. Oh, is that how Total Janny, is that how Maxer came on the scene? Is that how Maxer came on the scene, brah? Lost Soul, how many pill exist nowadays? Oh, I think there's just the red pill, the blue pill, and the black pill, and maybe a couple of other types. It's just a reference from the Matrix movies. Rick Perry says, McCombs replied to one of my comments on collective dismail. He said, I would never be a woman. I gave him an emoji. Yeah, that guy's just a flaming faggot. Why in the world would he ask for you to be a woman, bro? He just sounds like he's gay. Chris McCombs is just probably gay and seething, bro. Total Jenny Def, check out Loser Maxer. He got rejected by some Chong lady because she requested he show his face on FaceTime. Yeah, that sounds like some pedo. Sounds like she was trying to, make him look like a pedophile or something. I don't know. Rick Perry says that Chris McCombs is gay for SI. Ha 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 ha. Truth revealed. Alright, I'm looking at the Kino Casino right fast. Taking a look at the freaking Kino Casino. Yeah, dude, this stuff is dumb. All I see on the Kino Casino is stuff about Nick Rekieta. I don't see anything about DBDR. So who the heck is Collective Dismal? Rick Perry says that she unironically resembles me. Total Jenny Depp says, nice DEI avatar, lol. Yeah. And he ranted about it. 99% of gamblers quit before the big win. Hashtag gambling. Dude, America is just a race mixed shithole.
What's going on, everybody? Collective Dismal here, dropping in again to make a really quick video for you all. So I just got home from the wage cage and I have yet to go inside my house, and I thought that before I do so, I just wanted to record something, and I've had in mind that the topic of this video is something that I've had it in mind to make for some time now, but I think now is the best time. I sort of fleshed out this idea, and I want to present it to you.
Sounds like he knows some things, or he's trying to do some stuff, I don't know. Dude, he just kind of comes off as just a bit of a Fed jacketer. He just comes off as sort of a bit of a Fed agent, dude. Alright, Western Decline. Taking a look at Western Decline to see what it looks like.
Miguel Serrano, Adolf Hitler, the ultimate avatar.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. All these people are like the same, almost, or almost about the same, but hey, at least they're not afraid to post what they do. Rick Perry says, I disagree with a lot of what Dismal says, but he has some very good insights nonetheless. Yeah, if he could just perhaps get out of the political, the whole political dynamism stuff. Furcott says, bro, what? Lost Soul says, hashtag gambling. Yeah, dude, I don't gamble. I don't have the money for it anyways, and even if I did, I wouldn't do it. Total Johnny Depp says, Fed or not doesn't matter. You watch BP stuff to laugh at them. Yeah, I guess. You're probably right in respect to that, Total Johnny Death. But yeah. Do I need a chicken wing? I really do need a chicken wing. Yeah. World watches UK in flames. So it looks like right now the United Kingdom is going through a lot of bad rioting and stuff. A lot of mass rioting and all that shit that's going on. Oh, do I need a chicken wing badly? Yeah. Lost Soul says, eat a chicken wing and watermelon. Total Jenny Death says, like, yeah. what's these other things here, these other avatar things? Rick Perry says that it is a psyop. Nobody is turning up to these supposed riots. Alright, so I think these are all of these, there's one more that I haven't used yet. It is a psyop. Nobody is turning up to these supposed riots. Bro, the world is literal fucking rotting away. The entire world is just rotting into oblivion. And I don't know, man. It's just like, when it's over with. When it ends, it just ends. And it just feels like that it's just going to go on and on until finally it's over. Until finally it rots away so much that it's over! It's over! Lost Soul, the UK is a black shithole. Exactly. The Anglos did that to themselves with their empire. The British overexerted themselves expanding to all these countries and taking over and subjugating these territories. And then when the empire was done, they just went home and brought the mass heap of natives with them back to their island. Rick Perry says that they are minuscule in comparison to TGE BLM riots, which weren't much here anyways. They're talking about like how the UK is just going to fall into like a bunch of civil disorder and that nobody respects the rule of law. I don't know. I don't fucking follow politics and I don't care about politics. Total Johnny Depp says the white one is low resolution. What the... Oh no, low resolution, dude. It's gotta stay in high resolution. Shit, man. Alright, I've been going on for an hour and 30 minutes. I think it's a good place to wrap up. I just wanted to basically talk about random stuff. I don't know anything about Collective Dismal and Western Decline. They just sound like Nick Fuentes supporters and America First people to me. I'm not saying that I would agree or disagree with it. I just find it fascinating that there's Americans that like the Third Reich and stuff when Hitler absolutely considered America to be a complete and total cesspit. Total Johnny Depp says, Forge! Rick Perry says, hope not hate, ADL provided list of all the demonstrations. Nobody turned up except leftists, LOL. Is the ADL in the UK? I thought the ADL was only an American thing. Dude. Oh, man. I'm glad that I don't really follow current trends. I just don't care anymore. I've turned my back on it. Total Johnny Depp says, I am a hard man. Rick Perry says, hard. Total Johnny Depp says that this avatar This avatar is my fave, lol. I'll use it more often then. I mean, I'll do whatever I want, but yeah. Yeah, Western civilization purposefully destroyed and dismantled itself. But I want to understand more about why the government covers up that there are no flights over the poles, and why so much about space and what goes on in space is covered up by the deep state, and why it is they don't address these things. It's very bizarre. Rick Perry says, Hope Not Hate is basically the ADL. It all goes back to the deep state. It all traces back to the deep state. Anyways, I guess I'm out. Bye.